Hi everyone, my name is Vaughn. I am a pediatric dentist in Topeka, Kansas, and I took Josie's Crown of Wellness program in the spring of 2021. And I can definitely say that I have been able to tell a noticeable difference, and I feel like a lot of people around me would be able to say the same. Currently, my office is undergoing what they say is just a facelift, but it feels like a massive renovation. And I've shut the office down this week, and I had to figure out what to do with my employees, and I had to figure out what to do with myself. And, I still kind of struggled being out of the routine, but I feel like I didn't struggle as much as maybe I would have otherwise pre-Josie. I was actually kind of bored today, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I didn't rehearse. It just says, no need for perfection. My authenticity is what matters, and share my honest thoughts. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And before I would have written out a whole thing, practiced it, probably never actually recorded myself, but here we are. A couple things have happened this week. We had a local study club presentation on the art of office culture. And there was a guy that came in that has done all this national work. And his theme was basically figuring out what's important to you and then applying that to your professional life and your personal life. And you can't just do that overnight. It takes a little bit of work, and it takes a lot of bit of self-reflection, and nobody else can answer it but you. And that's the really, that's the hard part, because I don't know about anyone else, but I just want someone to tell me what to do to make it all easy and to make it all work and to make myself happy. But, no one else can answer that question other than you. And I think that's what Josie helped me realize. My Crown of Wellness story is that I was coming back from visiting my family. My brother had a baby, and it was 5-week-old, brand new baby nephew, and I was in the midst of office chaos and assistant drama, and I sat in the airport and I didn't want to go back. I wanted to stay with my family, and why am I wasting energy on all of this negative energy in my office when there are all these wonderful things in life that I could be experiencing? And I listened to Josie's 45-minute intro video, and I signed up for an appointment the next day. So I was ready. I was ready to make some changes. I can remember writing down on a piece of paper, what's next when you work so hard at school, and then you get through high school, and you get through college, and you get through dental school, and then you get through residency, and then you do the associateship, and then you buy the office, and then you buy the building, and then it's just like, okay, I've worked so hard for all of this, and I just don't know what else. I don't know how to enjoy it. And I think ultimately that's kind of what she taught me how to do, is to start enjoying all the things that I've worked so hard for, and to just have the awareness of what's out there and how to prioritize what makes you happy. So one of the first things Josie asked me was, what makes me happy? And I didn't have an answer, because I didn't really do anything other than work and kids. And at that point I had started exercising, and that made me happy. So that was my answer. But the next best thing was crossing things off the to-do list, because it made me feel accomplished. So, I still do enjoy doing that. And honestly, that's why I'm doing this video, is because it's on my to-do list. But now I can recognize that, and now I can feel a sense of accomplishment after doing that. So anywho, this continuing education course was talking about how you can have $1 million practice, you can have a $10 million practice, you can have 10 employees, you can have 50 employees, but it all comes down to figuring out what you want and what's going to make you happy. And there are so many themes out there and so many self-help books out there. I'm actually from the summit, someone, I'm not even remember who, had recommended Be Your Future Self Now. And it's, they're all very similar themes. I have a couple things marked in here that are similar to what I learned with Josie, and I find myself every once in a while sending her things like, oh, this reminds me of you and your wellness program. And again, it just kind of comes back to that awareness. So if you're thinking about doing it, if you don't know what else to do, I can't recommend her enough. She just has a way of making you realize things, having a lot of relatability, really good examples. She's easy to talk to. I tried, now granted, I didn't try very hard, but I did try some therapists. And if you have a therapist, that's great. I tried during the height of COVID and we couldn't meet in person, and I tried antidepressants, I tried a couple different things, but Josie's what finally worked for me. So I'm very grateful to her and her program. And I find myself wanting to recommend her to everyone who just has negativity, because I feel like the negativity still exists, but I recognize that it's there in my life and that I can get by it and get around it, and it doesn't last very long, and it's only temporary, and the next day or the next day might have some more positivity or happiness, and you kind of just have a clearer vision of what you want in life, and that makes all the difference. And I hope you can all benefit from it. All right, bye.